Now we're going to present the results from our 2 years of investigation. Regarding the overall results, as you can see, the majority of waste which can be found is plastic and polystyrene combined, which together represents 88% of the waste. 1% of the total waste found is sanitary waste, as well as medical waste, which also represents 1%. So, even if 1% seems like a very small percentage, if 1% of medical and sanitary waste is found in more than 80,000 waste items, this is still a tremendous quantity. All the waste we found has been collected in different survey areas, which constitute a little over 1,600 square meters, giving us an average density of over 23 waste items per 8 square meter for all of our research areas. If we are studying more precisely the waste breakdown according to the different areas, we can observe that this breakdown is different according to the pressure points, especially urban pressure points where we find a higher proportion of plastic and polystyrene waste than average, since up to 90% is plastic and polystyrene. Equally, if we take a zero pressure site at the source, but which includes a tourism pressure, we find ourselves with a lower proportion of plastics, but we find more glass and sanitary waste. Regarding the seasonality of the waste quantity, a little over 60% of our waste is found in the springtime and during summer months. This can be explained by snow melt and heavy rain. These environmental factors can influence the quantity of waste present on the riverbanks. Regarding the main waste items found, in the 5 items whose frequency of collection is the largest, the first place goes to plastic waste, whose size is comprised between 2.5 and 50 centimeters. Overall, the 3 first waste typologies are fragments, proof of the occurrence of a plastic decomposition and breakdown along the water course and all the way to the ocean. In 4th place, we find polystyrene, and in 5th place, polystyrene as well, but with a size lower than 2.5 centimeters. It's also clear evidence that such plastic materials decompose. And then here, as you may have guessed, we studied for 2 years the presence of waste on the riverbanks of our research areas, in terms of quantity and typology, but we also wondered what was happening inside the rivers. To do this, we decided to install nets into the river depending on specific times, which were defined according to the river flow. With those nets, we were able to analyze the waste typology and quantity passing through the river, but not the waste which usually ends up in the riverbanks. The first results which we can build on, especially from one of the major tributaries of our river, are that 5 waste items can be found every 7 cubical meters, which represent therefore, on this tributary, the volume base per second on this waterway. And here, when we talk about these 5 waste items,